What is up, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. In the last episode, we started the other side of killing Ato. We kicked the attacker instead. Wait, was that in the last episode? I don't even remember, man. It's been a while since we've recorded, but we did learn the horrible history of Last Defense Academy about the serial killer that in the past used to go around killing everybody. And yeah, so that's pretty much all we did in the last episode, honestly. And then we just did story stuff. Not too much happened, but I did do a little bit of, I didn't do any grinding or anything like that, but I did get some more materials stuff. Well, I didn't get more materials. I actually used some more materials to make some more of our items. So we're almost at max with all the items. That's why I was just in the middle shop just now, because I was working on some item stuff. So I'm gonna have to go. So we got electrified fence to max, and then we have explosive mine and spring tread that we need to get to max. But it takes a lot of freaking materials, man. We're gonna have to grind these materials like crazy later on. So, and it's kind of hard to do that because I know I can do that in mid episode, but I have to not do that because it just takes. Because I want to keep moving with the story, you know. Because like honestly, there's really nothing else we can do anymore because we already maxed out everybody's items. We still need to get the rest of his items, and we need to get Hideko her last item. But we can't even get Hideko's last item until we get some more materials that we need to get from exploration, which I'm assuming is going to happen in a story mission. So, I've tried to look for those before. I could not find them. We need like 3 more materials for that specific items for Hideko, but we haven't been able to get it. So what we're going to do, we're just going to be spending time with our friends, I guess. We can't really do anything else. I could go exploring right now. Actually, you know what? That's what I want to do, actually. I'm just going to go simple exploration. Off screen, sometime I'm going to have to, like, actually go back to... I don't know. I'll go back to another route and, like, just grind up as many materials as I can. But at least for now, we can do simple exploration. So at least then we can still get materials rather than having to hang out with our friends and do all that stuff. Like we need more, like the most things we need the most is plants, and what else? Metals now. So we'll just do simple exploration here on videos. But we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to sometime off screen go and actually grind up all the materials at some point because it's gonna be kind of rough. That's probably gonna be what we do on the days we have nothing else to do. Honestly. There's no enemy attack today, and no new activity on the killer's side either. We'll conduct a thorough search of the school tomorrow. There has to be some kind of clue somewhere. Having decided on that, I decided to get into bed. But then, all of a sudden, he appeared. Hey there. It's been a while. Has it? I suppose it would seem that way to you. I guess it all depends on your perspective. What's happened here lately? I know. I've been sneaking out to check on things now and then. That girl you took prisoner. What? I mean, why? You saw the way Ava ended up too. I can't tell you that. We're still trying to find whoever did it. Hey, you didn't see anything, did you? Any little detail could help us figure this out. What? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. No, sorry for springing it on you. We're just so desperate for information right now. If you do think of anything, let me know, okay? That weapon you had before, I think it's called a power cell. I did see where that went. It was out on the edge of the school grounds near the wall of fire. Wow, really? Yes, you can go see it for yourself tomorrow. Thanks, I'll do that. I would never have thought about looking for it all the way out there. We can use all the help we can get figuring out who the killer is. So, you really don't... Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I'll see you again, Takumi. Okay, that was kind of weird. So I feel like I mentioned this before, with all the stuff that's going on, because I remember saying maybe after we killed Ato, maybe somehow Ato got inside us somehow and making us do things. Could that be what's happening here? And Takumi's is just not realizing that he's the one doing it, or because the way Shion said that. So you really don't. What does that mean? So I really don't want. Like, I don't know that I'm the one doing it or something like that. I remember mentioning that before, because I was like, maybe what's happening here is maybe Ato's controlling us somehow, and wrote that note on the board a while back. That's what I thought it was. I'm wondering if that's going to come into play here. So maybe it is Takumi. I don't know, because I remember I had that feeling that it was Takumi. And I think I had the feeling it was Darumi too. But now that we know how Darumi actually is, I don't think it's Darumi. Huh, that's interesting. With that last remark, the ghost boy slowly faded away, leaving my room feeling strangely quiet. I guess what happened to Ava really got to him. I couldn't fault him for being shaken up. None of us could have expected a serial killer was hiding here at the academy. I retrieved a murder weapon tomorrow. That's going to be a step in the right direction. That's kind of scary, man. Could it be Takumi? I mean, I don't think it's impossible. Especially now that we know that Ato can actually control us. He can try to control us, and he's done that before in multiple Atos route. I got up, got dressed, and headed straight out the door. I headed toward the place the ghost boy had mentioned the night before. It should be around here, I think. Sweating from the solid mass of flames in front of me, I began my search. Aha! Got it! Ooh, yikes. Sure enough, there was a power saw, and its blade was coated with dried blood. This is what killed Ava? The blood had splattered up the whole length of the blade, right up to the handguard. There was no doubt about it. There was the weapon that had ended Ava's life in such a cruel, violent way. I better tell the others about this. I brought along some cloth so I could carry the power saw without getting my fingerprints on it. Back at the school, I got everyone together to show them what I had found.
Huh?
Wow, this is a grisly looking contraption. There's no way this isn't the murder weapon. I'd say these bloodstains are around a week old. That fits our timeline for when Ava was killed. Damn that killer. They got some nerve using something like this to do their dirty work. Tsubasa, you checked for fingerprints, right? Did you find any? Sorry, I tried, but I didn't turn up anything new. That's too bad. But maybe something else about it will give us a clue. There's nothing too special about the place where I found it. So, no footprints. Even if there were, we know so little about the killer. We need real expert knowledge to learn anything from this. Isn't it a little odd that the killer ditched their weapon and left it lying around on the open? Perhaps they had no choice. Takumi, you found it near the wall of fire, correct? Maybe the killer threw away their weapon so they could pass through the flames and escape. No one can survive walking through those flames. Is this killer immortal or something? An unkillable killer. It happens more often than you might think, right, Takumi? Darumi looked at me and gave me a creepy smile. The diary we found did say the killer kept coming back from the dead, but that couldn't be true, could it? Gaku, hurry up and catch the killer already. I'll see to it that you're paid for your efforts. Huh? Why me? Have you ever heard the expression, too dumb to live? I want to see just how much it applies to you. Don't forget about the rhythmatic. Shouldn't it be more like too dumb to live, too cursed to stay dead? A double whammy of cruel fates. I really do pity the foolish sometimes. Pity them all you want. Just quit making a fool out of me. But don't they say people who call others idiots are the real idiots? That makes us all fools, does it not? Keep your mouth shut, idiot-in-chief. Your stupidity might be contagious. I hate to interrupt, but is it just me, or are we missing someone? Huh? Now that you mention it. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, it was only Shoma. Shoma came running in, carrying what looked like a large garbage bag on his back. Well, if it isn't Trashy Claus. I'm sorry. Carrying this slowed me down more than I thought. That sure is a big bag, dude. What you got in there? Oh, right, well, it all began when I was eating lunch in the bathroom like usual. You eat in the bathroom? Classic social outcast move. I should know, I do it all the time too. I didn't want to spoil everyone else's mealtime by inflicting my unhygienic presence on you. So I went to the boys' bathroom on the second floor and I found this. Shoma opened the bag to reveal its contents. Oh, shoot. This is... Inside was what looked like a jet black diving suit and helmet. I recognized it right away. There's no way I'd ever forget. This is the killers. It's what they were wearing that first night when they attacked me in Hiroko. It is? I was afraid of that. I found it stuffed into a supply closet. I didn't want to make any assumptions, so I brought it here to you, to show you. So the killer took off their suit and hid it. Hadn't considered they might do that. And we only figured it out thanks to Shoma eating in the bathroom. Go Team Outcast. What about after the killer took off their suit? Did it slip away and hide somewhere? It's possible. We can't say for sure yet. I bet Tsubasa's doohickey will help clear things up. I should have it ready by tomorrow. Just wait a little longer. So what are we gonna do with this suit and the power saw? The suit's no threat, but we should probably just destroy the power saw, right? If the killer gets their hands on it again, we'll all end up like a prisoner. Wouldn't it be better to hold on to it? It could come in handy if we need to defend ourselves. Yeah, I'm with Nozomi on this. If we get attacked and have to fight unarmed, the best I can come up with is a bear hug. That's if my womanly charms don't work, of course. I'd object to that last part, but getting a bear hug from you sounds super scary. How about we lock it away somewhere? I'm pretty sure the lockers in the metal shop all have combination locks. If we're the only ones who know the combination, no one else can get in without absolutely wrecking them. Guess that'd be okay. Oh, but before we do that, let's take a closer look at this suit. The suit seemed to be made of some specialized material none of us had ever seen before. It looked big and baggy at first, but it could be adjusted to fit pretty much any person of any build. It was heavy too. Hardly the kind of thing you'd want to go around walking in. Why had the killer been wearing this? In the end, we were unable to figure out what the suit was for, and didn't find anything that might lead us to the killer. We took the suit and power saw to the metal shop, and locked them away into one of the lockers. Alright, looks like they'll fit okay. Now we just shut the door and set the 4-digit combination. I guess the senior leader should do that part. Huh? Me? I can't think of something right on the spot. Just pick a number that's easy for you to remember, but don't make it too obvious. Yeah, but still. I floated around trying to think of something, and then I felt someone's eyes on me. Yagama stood on his own in the corner of the room. He was looking at me intently. Sorry, but I think I'm gonna head back to my room. I'll leave the rest to you guys. What's the matter? You got a tummy ache or something? Heh, nothing like that. Seeing that power slice got me kind of hot under the collar, that's all. Seriously, still getting those urges even at a time like this? Okay, well, rest up and feel better soon. See you later. Practically pushed Yagami out of the classroom and into the hallway. The last thing I needed was him getting in the mood, especially in a crowded space like this. Anyway, I just got an idea for a combination. How about... Wait, don't tell us! I think it'd be better if you're the only one who knows it, Takumi. Huh? Why? It kind of defeats the point if just anyone could open this thing. I'm not saying the killer could be one of us or anything, but it's best to keep risk to a minimum, you know? It does make sense from a logical standpoint. It'll mean less chances for the stuff to fall back into the killer's hands. We'll just need to make sure Mr. Sumino stays alive if there's any emergency. Sure. I do my best not to die, not that I make a habit of it anyway. I closed the locker door and entered the combination to set the lock. The code I decided on was 6914. 69 for the number of days left until day 100. 14 for the number of people in our group. 69 days from now, all 14 of us would still be alive. This code was like a wish. I promised to make that happen. Alright, that's done. Better have that combination memorized. It's all over for us if you forget it. It'll be fine, trust me. Yeah, this isn't Kiyoshika we're talking about. 4 digits is probably too much for her to learn in the first place, let alone remember. Give me some credit, Lady Kurata. If I write the number on the locker, it won't be a problem if I forget. Every day you set a new record for stupidity. Okay, I guess that's all for today. Checking one more time to make sure the locker was secure. We all filed out of the metal shop classroom. I vowed to only open that locker in the case of an absolute emergency. In a perfect world, I'd never have to open it again, and we'd leave it behind on day 100. I don't know if we have to remember that number, so I'm just gonna write it down just in case. 69 days to go. We have to get through this. Alright, I went ahead and wrote it down just in case we need it for later. It's morning already. Sabah said her device would be ready today. We agreed to meet up in the metal shop this afternoon. I wonder how this is all going to turn out. Okay, is everyone here? Let's get started. I'll come right to the point. Is your device ready? Sure is. I was tweaking it right up to the last minute. But I think it'll do the job just fine. Take a look. Such technological wizardry. Will this lead us to the 7 wish-granting orbs scattered across the planet? Dragon Ball, heck yeah. Gotta get that Dragon Ball reference, man. I love Dragon Ball Z. It's an organic life detection device, remember? It'll show us how many people are inside the school. How does it work? It's super simple, really. It detects and counts any large life forms within its effective range. In this case, that range is everything within the wall of fire, so it shows how many people are currently on school grounds. It'll even register a sticky and powerful excrement like me as a person. Of course, as long as you're alive, you count toward the total. but only shows the total, not their locations. It's great the way it is, if you ask me. How do you make it something so awesome? It'd take way too long to go into the specifics. How about I just show you it in action? Everyone ready? I'm flipping the switch. $15. Huh? 15? But there's only 14 of us. That means there's one extra. Yeah, I already tried it before, and it keeps coming up with 15. Okay, I'm starting to get creeped out. You sure it's not broken? Okay. I think that I'm pretty sure Ato's controlling us in some way. I don't know. I have a feeling that's what's happening here. I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I feel like Ato could be controlling us, and maybe my present counts as 2, maybe, because Ato's inside of my head. So remember before in the Military Ato's route, we absorbed him a second time, and that happened to us. He took over us. So that could be what's happening again here, and maybe we count as 2, and maybe Ato's the one controlling Takumi and doing these things around the school. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's where this is going.
Huh?
Going from you, Miss Miljiro, to be more likely to smash into pieces. Actually got Takamaru to help me test it out already. I sent him outside the wall in the school bus and checked the reading again. When we did that, the total changed. It went down to 14. In other words, this reading is accurate. And there really is someone hiding out here somewhere in the school. Could the one actually be the boy made of undying flames? No, he's so different from the regular person. He probably wouldn't count. This cinches it. The legendary serial killer is among us. Fact. Which means the killing game has finally started. Legendary pa? Legendary pa? I'll believe that when I see it. Human or invader, anyone who messes with me is going down. In the name of the great and powerful Osuzukis, I'll slaughter this miscreant. Good grief, you're starting to sound like a murder freak yourself. But I guess it's all in self-defense. Can't have you guys getting killed by someone who doesn't appreciate you. Let's go catch us a killer, peasants. A king's ransom to anyone who makes a positive contribution. You're gonna give us money? Alright, let's do this. But anyone who fails to produce results must recite a poem of my own composition 100 times. What a tedious sounding punishment. It's too dangerous for any of us to search alone. We should split into groups. If you find yourself in a risky situation, get out of there. We'll stop once the sun goes down, too. Got it. I'll keep checking the readings in case there's any change. We arranged to search the school in groups of 3 to 4 people. Unfortunately, none of us were able to uncover any new clues, and when it started to get dark, we called it a day. The curtain fell on our 32nd day at the academy, with the life sign total still at an ominous 15. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm liking where this is going, though. Morning again. I got out of bed and stretched my arms a little. What was the killer doing this morning? Were they also waking up around this time? Part of me wants to keep looking today, but we can't neglect our training either. We only have so much time here. We need to think carefully so we can make the best of use of any. Oh. A defensive battle! Damn, it's like the enemy could read my mind. I need to focus solely on the fight now. To the war room. In answer to the alarm, everyone had filtered into the war room one after another. Taking advantage of this confusion caused by the killer to try and catch us off guard, to cowards. I think it's just coincidence. Another here. We just gotta take him out like always. Indeed, the search for the killer yesterday was a mere appetizer. Now it's time for the main course. Invaders a la mode. Takumi, I assume you're fine with all of us fighting this time as well. Yeah, it's better that way. Let's do this, guys. Initiate defensive battle. Alrighty. First battle of the episode. Might be the only battle, considering where this is going. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we haven't really had that. I mean, we've had the same amount of fights as normal, but it feels like we've had a lot more free time lately than any battles, anything like that. I don't know, that's just me. But all right, everybody's here. Well, not everybody, but alrighty. Look who it is, it's Adamaku. Didn't we get like a? Didn't we get a different version of Adamaku before? Oh yeah.
The great Adamaku, the
Yeah, because before he was just that circle thing. So this is the second time we've seen his other transformation here. And there goes Vesh just sucking him up again.
You?
There's actually not much cutscene going on here. It's just more so just like, oh, battle, cutscene from battle. But there's no actual cutscene with everybody talking to each other, that's a first. I feel like. Oh, there we go.
To my magnificence, I commend you. With this, I am one step closer to becoming a god. God! I will be God!
She killed her own dude!
This isn't the time to scream and moan. She's absorbing her allies' power to get stronger. If we're not careful, we'll just be food for her.
Damn her! We have to stop her here and now. Here goes!
I'm the paragon of hope, matchless. To inflict such a grave wound on someone as great as I seem to have underestimated you. I won't let my guard down. Slowly but surely, I will gain power. And when I haven't, I will become God!
With a fearless smile on her face, Vesh just took her leave. After the battle was over, we charged our way back to the war room to discuss how it went. Letting the Supreme Commander walk away unharmed was a bitter pill to swallow, but we made it through without any fatalities on our side. The enemy was bound to be even stronger the next time they attacked. We'd have to train hard if we wanted to survive. We could afford to take the rest of this day off, though. We disbanded the meeting, and our 33rd day at the Last Defense Academy came to an end. Day 34. Morning already. My body felt heavy and sluggish. I hadn't completely slept off the fatigue from yesterday's battle yet. Maybe I'll just take it easy for today as well. No, wait. This is no time to slack off. The killer's still on the loose. First, I'll go to the cafeteria and see what Tsubasa can tell me. Today, just like yesterday, the number of life forms registering inside the school was 15. The killer was still here somewhere. The question was where. Free time. We didn't find them today either. I dove into bed and embraced the warmth of the covers after a long, hard day. We'd carried out another exhaustive search, but hadn't found any trace of the killer. I shouldn't get discouraged. If we keep looking, we'll find them eventually. Tomorrow, for sure. But it wasn't as simple as that. Days passed, and we still had made no progress in our search. Every time we looked at Tsubasa's device and saw that 15 flashing back at us, it felt like the killer was mocking us from the shadows. Day 35. Day 36. Day 37. How many days passed? Just 4? Oh yeah. 4 days. Day 38. After several days of fruitless searching, a new development occurred on the evening of day 38.
Knock it off! Let me go!
What? What's going on here? I just wanted to make sure she was who she said she was. Let me go! Gaku raged and struggled, but Yungamu held him in an iron grip, not saying a word, into the side of them.
Both of you, stop it!
Oh, she was uncovered, her unmasked. Got Yungamu defending her. Where's Moko and Nozomi? Gonna beat Gaku to a pulp. Kurata, her face uncovered, was sobbing uncontrollably. Takumi, quick! You've got to do something! Whoa, hold on, what's going on here? It all started around 10 minutes ago. Tired and disappointed after searching all day without any results, I'd gone back to my room. Then Tsubasa had burst in and dragged me to the rec room, not really telling me anything until we got there. We were talking and Gaku suddenly said he thought Kurata might be the killer. They got into a fight and Yugami stepped in to stop them, but then... Mr. Omikage got all intense and now he's, well, like that. This still doesn't tell me much, but I guess I'd better break this fight up. Hey, Yugamu, ease up, okay? Why don't we just talk about this? Yugamu! He's totally in the zone, huh? Nothing any of us says seems to get through to him. Gaku, meanwhile, was wilting under the murderous aura being directed at him. I couldn't let this continue. If I had to get a little rough, so be it. But before I could make my move... Oh, shit. Dang, dude. Yugamu reached into his robe, brought out a knife, and began pressing it against the flesh of Gaku's throat.
Stop it, Yugamu! Are you crazy?
You're scaring me!
A cold light shone in Yugamu's eyes. Those were the eyes of a killer. He wasn't playing around. If I didn't do something, he really was going to kill Gaku.
I said stop!
I charged at Yugamu, fully prepared to get injured myself, but then... so that's how it is, huh? Huh? Well, I never thought of this before, but good to know it works. Yugamu seemed to finally come to his senses all at once. After muttering some weird stuff to himself, he put the knife away. What the hell, man? I see as you thought I was done for. Sorry, you got a little overexcited. You know how it is. So what did you think you were doing, Yugamu? Oh, Takumi, when did you get here? You saw me at kind of an embarrassing moment, huh? But thanks to Gaku here, I'm feeling a whole lot better. Thanks for playing along, man. What? You should apologize to Kurata, though. Just saying. With that, Yugamu casually strode out of the room, a satisfied smile on his face. What in the world was all that about? It's all your fault, Gaku. None of this would have happened if you hadn't had the audacity to accuse me of being a killer. At some point, Kurata had put the weird tomato mask back on and was now rounding on Gaku. I didn't accuse nobody. I just put the possibility out there. You ought to be executed 1,000 times over for even suspecting a noble like me. Burn the fires of hell, you gutter snipe. Can somebody please explain how it all started? Okay, so you know how everyone's really tired and stressed out from looking for the killer? Some of us decided to come here to play some darts and unwind a little. Then all of a sudden, Gaku started asking Kurata to take off her mask. He seemed to think the killer had stolen Miss Otsutsuki's mask and was now impersonating her. Naturally, she refused. Things got heated, and there was a scuffle, and the mask came off. So that's why she didn't have it on when I got here. Of course, once it was off, everyone could see it was the real Kurata underneath. But then she started to cry. That's when Yugamu stepped in and told Gaku he'd gone too far. Then Gaku got flustered and started accusing Yugamu instead. And so you sent Tsubasa to come get me? That's right. Miss Otsutsuki is a true-faced stalked us, of course. But mostly we were afraid of Mr. Omikage. Sorry, we had to get you involved, but I didn't think we could handle him on our own. No need to apologize. From the sound of it, it really was all Gaku's fault. Well, maybe I got a little carried away. But we've been looking around for days and still haven't found a killer. Who wouldn't start to wonder who was under that mask? Try to think about how Kurata felt hearing you accuse her like that. Now that you know you were wrong, she could really apologize. I know. So, Kurata, I was out of line. I'm sorry. Next time you show that much disrespect to me, I'll make you walk across an electric steel girder. I bet Mr. Maruko would fall off just a few steps from the end, snatching death from the jaws of victory, as it were. Dude, don't jinx it. We don't even know if I'll have to do it yet. I can totally see what happened, though. I can totally see that happening, though. Coming back to Yugamu, that was a pretty extreme reaction, don't you think? It was like someone flipped a switch and made him go into assassin mode. We weren't getting through to him at all. Switch. Yeah, there must have been something that set him off. He said he was feeling better now, but what was wrong with him in the first place? Yugamu's been acting really strange lately. Could that have something to do with this incident? Things had calmed down in the rec room, but it still felt a little awkward as we went our separate ways for the night. Between the war with the invaders and the search for the mystery killer, we were all starting to feel the strain. We needed to solve at least one of those problems before we fell apart completely. Day 39. Today we got to get serious about finding the killer. After what happened last night, I was feeling antsy. I needed to find some new information and dispel some of that tension. I got washed, dressed, and stepped out the door. Once again, we searched all day but failed to find anything new. I was starting to think we were going about this all wrong. As I continued to fret over our lack of progress, today wore on tonight. We're at a total impasse. I was so tired I was having trouble thinking straight. At this rate, what little remained of the day was just passed me by. Walking around in a daze, spotted Hideko coming toward me from the other direction. Hideko?
Oh.
You look terrible. Did Milka hit you with the pile driver or something? I don't think I can survive that. Huh? I'm just trying to figure some stuff out. Oh? What stuff? Maybe I'll ask Hideko for some advice. She's not avoiding me as much these days, and she might be able to come up with a better plan than me. Can I ask your opinion on something? You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think your input would be really useful. I don't mind. What is it you want to ask? The last few days, we've been searching high and low for the killer and still haven't found any new clues. I was thinking we should approach the problem some other way, but I have no idea what the other way might be. What about going outside the wall? Huh? But Tsubasa's device only measures life signs inside it. You said you wanted clues. It stands to reason you can learn things outside the school too, doesn't it? At Hideko's words, it felt like the fog around my brain was starting to clear. I've been so fixated on the total life sign count, I never even thought about going off school grounds. You're right. That was a real blind spot. Thanks, Hideko. I knew asking you for help was a good idea. I'll go with you if you want. It's safer to travel in a group anyway. That's a good point. I'll get some more people on board too. We'll meet up and set out tomorrow morning. After arranging some things with Hideko, I found the others and figured out who else would be coming. This time things would be different. This time we'd get somewhere. With new hope welling up within me, I was waiting for the next day to arrive. Day 40. I headed to the parking lot and found the other members of the expedition team waiting for me. Morning, everyone. You guys ready to head out? Ready when you are. I'll handle the drive, too. So it's the 7 of us today. Hope we find something. And I wish the killer would just show up again already. Except I don't really want them around. It's complicated. I gotta be outside in the sun like some kind of health-conscious beach baby. Just kill me now. Turn that frown around, Darumi. You can get through anything if you keep your spirits up. Athletic and supportive. This much positivity has got to be bad for me. To sum up, we're all fine. Let's get going. You're speaking for everyone now. Well, guess we shouldn't waste time. So once we're past the flames, we just look around for anything that might be a clue, right? Yeah, that'd be great. And let's do this. No guts, no glory. We all got on the bus and set off full throttle for the ruins beyond the wall. We drove through the undying flames and on through the, oh my god, I can't freaking read through today. And on through the ruins. For a while, we didn't see anything that stood out. Finally, after a couple of hours, I noticed that something was different.
That's weird. Isn't this?
What's the matter? Have you been here before, Takumi?
Yeah. Back in my future. Except the way I remember it, there's an enemy base up ahead.
Say what? Dude, why'd you break out of nowhere like that? Did you hear what Takumi said about the base? Do you want to charge right into the enemy territory? I'm sorry, I should have noticed it sooner. It just feels a little different from last time. It does seem strangely quiet here. I don't see any signs of invaders nearby either. Was this base big? Were there a lot of troops there? Yeah, it was. In my last time, we went there by this road and stormed the place. You took the fight to them even when we can't obey your vibes out here? That's bold, man. There's no invaders here now. What could have happened to them? Maybe they're all too depressed to come out and fight. Even invaders can get mental health problems, I bet. Anyway, we gotta turn back for now. Don't want to end up in a battle we ain't prepared for. Keep going, Takemaru. Full speed ahead. Yeah, man, let's rock it. Hey, were you even listening to me? If you get us all killed out there, you are so freaking dead. We came out here today to gather information. Anything that looks out of the ordinary could be a potential lead. Right, and even if it does turn out to be unrelated to the killer, we should still be aware of what the invaders are doing. You guys are crazy. We can't just drive into a base that's crawling with them enemies. I'm fine with going. Maybe me and the invaders can swap stories about our mental breakdowns. I'm in too. If there's any chance of finding out something new, we have to take it. Of course, it's not like this is full-scale attack. We'll pull out if things start to look bad. Fine. Might as well face it, Gaku. We're in the minority here. Okay, but if things do go wrong, I better get some kind of payout for it. Alright, then let's keep going. Slow and steady now. Bringing the speed all the way down, we inched the bus along the road to the enemy base. After a while, we stopped and began scanning ahead on foot. But what we found was so different from what I remembered. I found myself wondering if we hadn't taken a wrong turn somewhere. Veshness got to them first.
Damn, dude.
That's really gross.
Where the base should have been was a mountain of dead school invaders. There are so many of them, they spilled off the pile and onto the ground, making it hard for us to move forward without wading through
They're all
them.
dead. Ain't nobody here left alive.
It doesn't look like sickness did it. All the bodies are beat up.
They've all been cast aside so carelessly. There's no art in this. Whoever did this knows nothing about setting up a proper murder scene.
Do you think they turned on each other? Or was there a third party involved?
I don't know, but this is kind of a lucky break for us, right? If all these invaders are dead, that means less for us to fight.
I don't think it's that simple. Especially when we don't know how or why they died.
Let's look around some more.
We looked all around the base, inside and out, but we didn't find anything to explain what had happened there. It's nothing but bodies as far as the eye can see. Staying here any longer won't get us anywhere, Takumi. We should leave. Now, after coming all this way? Something this weird had to mean something. Were we really just going to walk away without figuring it out? I wanted to stick around a little longer, but it was already getting dark. There's no need to rush. Finding this was an achievement in itself. For now, we should head back and let the others know. Kiriko gave me a light slap on the back and began walking back toward the school bus. Was that her way of trying to comfort me? Alright, I'm gonna head back too. Get the idiot and the freak for me, will you, Takumi? The what and the what now? Takamado jerked his chin toward Dadami and Gaku, who were crouched down a short distance away, looking at something intently. Ooh, there's one here too. It's so fast. Dude, it's huge. Hey, Dadami, Gaku, come on, time to leave. There's no response. They seem to be excited about something though. What are you guys doing here? We're heading back. Hey, Takumi, look at this cute little thing here. What? What is that? I followed Dadami's gaze and saw something crawling out from underneath the dead body. There are two of them, in fact, each scurrying out from different locations. I can't even tell what they are. Ew.
What are those?
Oh.
Some kind of bug?
They were moving too quickly for me to get a good look, but they seemed to be about the size of a fist. Frankly speaking, they were neither little nor cute. They remind me of the little dudes that used to scuttle around my kitchen back home. Think they're a new species? Can't keep them, Takumi. They'll make better pets than Sirei. Of course not. Aw, come on. We'll feed them and take them for walks and teach them tricks and everything. I'm more concerned that they think Sirei being on the same level as a cat or a dog. I killed a whole aquarium full of fish last time I had a pet, but don't worry, that taught me to respect life, so it'll be fine this time. How exactly does respect and life fit in with your killing game obsession? Come on, guys, back to the bus. Everyone's waiting, and you'll get left behind if you don't hurry. Mind if I go to the bathroom first? I have a tummy ache. Oh, me too. I feel like my bladder's about to explode. Fine, just don't take too long, okay? After a little while, Dadami and Gaku joined us on the bus, both of them looking refreshed. By the time we got on the road and left the base behind, it was already getting dark. We arrived back at the school early the next morning. What time is it? Rubbing my eyes and looking at the clock, I saw that it was really late. I slept late through the day and into the next evening. Whoa, I really overdid it. I remembered us getting back this morning, but not much after that. I just had a vague impression that I got really hungry, then practically passed out from exhaustion. My head hurts too. A headache from oversleeping. That's happened to me before. I better take something for it. It'll be more like dinner than breakfast at this point, but I'll go to the cafeteria anyway. Dissolving some medicine in water, I gulped it down and stepped out of my room. Some of the team were still in the cafeteria eating a late night meal. It's mostly the ones who stayed here while we were gone. I guess the others are still sleeping off the trip. I grabbed some food for myself, and as I turned to find a place to sit, somebody called out to me. Hey, Takumi, you want to eat with me? Oh no, not this again. Now there's a face that just screams, oh no, not this again. Maybe now you're thinking, how did he know? How did he know? Don't be so jumpy. Ima's here to keep an eye on me today. I promise I'll hold back. Good evening, Mr. Sumino. You can sit next to me if you want. Thanks, I do that. I don't see you two together very often. My dear sister is participating in a girls' night, and she forbade me from being present. I thought I might get away with it, but I mean, slap some makeup on me and make some strategic tricks or tucks, and I could easily pass as a girl, don't you think? The worst thing is, he's absolutely right. So instead, Mr. Omakage has been telling me all about his passion for killing. Can't you leave off that stuff for a while? I'm trying to eat here. I told you before, right? How I'm having trouble with my urges right now. You come to ignore me and continue with his macabre topic of the conversation. After what happened with Gaku, I finally figured out a way to suppress them better. Oh yeah? What's that? I don't actually have to kill anyone. I just have to see a look of despair when they stare death in the face. It's not exactly a long-term solution, though. More like a coping mechanism. I'm not sure how to react to that. I have no idea what it feels like. Think of it like when you watch sexy videos online to sate your own desires. It doesn't make them completely go away, but after a decent session, they fade back into the background for a while, you know? Don't just assume that's what I do. Does that mean you prefer in-person encounters, Mr. Sumino? How very analog of you. I guess I'm the same in a way, although in my case, it was always the ladies coming to me. You know, this questionable work history is something I really don't want to get into right now. My only problem is that no one seems to want to show me their seconds before death face. I'm not doing it. That's cold, man. At least let me ask first. I know how you feel, Mr. Omakage. It's no fun letting frustration build up until it feels like you're ready to burst. May not be a killer or a sexual deviant, but I understand impulse control at least. Guess you could describe Ima as impulsive, like the time he stabbed Takamaro the last time around. Come now, Mr. Sumino, don't act like you don't know what Mr. Omakage is talking about. How do you mean? You know what it's like. You killed Mr. Atsuki, didn't you? But that was different. Ito's a traitor. He was dangerous. He sabotaged the team and even killed some of us before. If I let him live, he would have gone after the baby in the defense room again. Eventually, he wouldn't have stopped until humanity itself was wiped out. You're making excuses inside your head right now, thinking of ways to justify what you did. Oh, don't get me wrong. I really don't care either way. I'm just saying, regardless of the original trigger, you know what it's like to kill another person. You understand that impulse. Okay. Maybe you're right. I did kill Eita out of anger. Everyone has the potential to become a killer under the right circumstances. I'm no exception. Haha, lighten up, Mr. Sumino. This isn't that serious of a discussion. It's more of a casual chat between murderers and murder-adjacent friends. If you ever do want to help me with my urges, then you're welcome in my room for any time for a massage session. Not happening, ever. I decided to change the subject before things got too weird and brought up our discovery from yesterday. Zomi had already told the others about the enemy base full of dead invaders. When I returned, the organic life detection device was still indicated 15 people inside the school. Discussing all the mysteries facing us, time passed surprisingly quickly. By the time I got back to my room, the nighttime announcement was only minutes away. Time for bed already. Got nothing done today. I flopped down onto my bed, feeling pleasantly full and relaxed after dinner. Guess it's back to sleep for me. The thought had barely crossed my mind before my consciousness started to drift away. Why fight it? Let go and allow sleep to carry me away. And still, my 41st day at the Last Defense Academy came in and went practically in the same breath. Little did I know that a fresh crisis would await me. Oh shoot, would await me on day 42. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. A body has been discovered. I'm just kidding. Morning. Still half asleep, I let out a long yawn as I tried to orient myself. After sleeping so much lately, I felt like I'd have a lot of energy today. Uh-oh. Huh? Who could that be this early? Didn't like the sound of that flurry of doorbell rings. I hurried over to the door and opened it. Takumi, come quick. The life science reading changed. Seriously? Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Here, look. 13? There's 2 less than yesterday. There's two less than yesterday? I'm afraid something bad might have happened to someone. Okay, let's get everyone together. Tsubasa and I split up, telling the rest of the team to go to the cafeteria for an emergency meeting. When we got there, the only ones missing were... Where are Dodami and Gaku? There's 12 of us here now. If the killers are still out there, the missing 2 life signs must be theirs. Well, they had a good run. Honestly, Lems and Mariko would have been killed sooner. You say the killer struck again? Where are the bodies? We don't know that Gaku and Dotami are dead. They may have just gone outside the wall. Those two? Guess it's not really totally out of the question. Has anyone checked if the school bus is still in the parking lot? I'll go look now. The rest of you check around for anything out of the ordinary. Wait up, I'll come with you. The bus is gone. Those two must have taken it. That probably means they're okay, but where could they have gone? How long has the total on your device been 13? Since the morning announcement, when I checked it before bed last night, it still had said 15. So they snuck out during the night. Let's go back to the cafeteria for now. We hurried back to the cafeteria where everyone was still talking excitedly. Sir Takumi, a report. Lady Dotami and Sir Gaku left a note. We found it on the table. It was way over in the corner, so we didn't notice it at first. Here. Gone out to run an errand. BRB from Dotami and Gaku. What the heck? Don't those guys have any sense of danger at all? Forget danger. How about a little consideration for others? I'm gonna wring their necks for making us worry like this. How about the bus? Was it gone? Yeah, I guess that means whatever made them leave was pretty urgent. Maybe they got together and went out to rut like mindless beasts. Outside, in the open air. How indecently wild. Speculating won't help us now. All we can do is wait for them to get back. With the chaos caused by Dotami and Gaku's disappearance starting to settle down, we brought the meeting to an end and spent the day as normal. Finally, long after the sun had gone down, Kyoshika spotted the school bus on the horizon, and we once again assembled in the cafeteria. Our returning friends avoided looking at any of us in the eye. They must have sensed how much trouble they were in. Where exactly have you been all this time? Nowhere really, just outside. Obviously, I'm asking where outside and why you went there. It was just kinda, you know. Yeah, you know how it is.
Enough nonsense. Give me a real answer. Now.
Hey, beautiful when you're angry, Mistress Hiriko. What are we watching here? They look like a couple of kids getting scolded by their mom for staying out too late. I feel kind of bad for them. Hiriko's so threatening, but I guess that just shows how worried she was. Does it? It looks more like an outright interrogation to me. We had something we wanted to do at the base we found. What? You two went back there on your own? We figured it'd be safe since all the invaders were already dead. When we got there, it was just the same as before. Why did you leave without saying anything? Be honest, we won't be mad. I left something behind the other day when Gaku and I went for our group peeing session. That's right, we accidentally left our infusers behind. I knew we'd get chewed out for it, so we decided to go back and get them ourselves. Oh, they're lying. Both of you lost them at the same time? How could you be so dense? Do you have a death wish, or are you really that stupid? Why don't you die now and save us all the trouble? See? I know you'd get mad at us. When you think about it, it's really Takumi's fault. If he hadn't hurried us, we'd been a lot more careful. You're really gonna blame me for this? You're so irresponsible, it's almost impressive. Please tell me you at least found your infusers. You bet. Got them right here, no problem at all. Is that really all you went out there for? Yeah, of course. Why would we lie about something like that? Come on, Hiriko. They're back safe, so why don't we just let it slide? But the next time you two run off like that, you'd be getting the electro chamber elimination treatment. I have no idea what that is, but I don't want to find out. We're sorry, we won't do it again. So as you understand, don't go worrying us like that again. I think they went back to go get the little bug, maybe a little bug thing. I'll be good. Although getting scolded by Mr. Hiriko is kind of fun in his own way. I still had my doubts about their story, but it looked like this crisis was over for now. With a collective sigh of relief, we all headed back to our rooms. With all the confusion, today was really tiring. My body and mind felt worn out. Fatigue after a battle was bad enough, but this was something different. I guess there are bound to be days like this sometimes. I just have to work hard to do better tomorrow. I lay down in bed and immediately felt sleepy. I started to feeling and let my consciousness fade away. I didn't know it then, but the crisis wasn't over. In fact, it was just beginning. Uh-oh. Who's there? This early too? Responding to the bell, I crawled out of bed and lumbered toward the door. It wasn't even light out yet. Rubbing to sleep from my eyes, I opened the door to find Nozomi? Moko? Sorry to disturb you, but this couldn't wait. Nozomi said she heard sounds coming from somewhere downstairs. We wanted to go check out what they were.
Huh?
Weird noises? It's probably just my imagination, but with everything else that's going on, I didn't want to take any chances. It's kind of scary going with just 2 girls, even if one of them is an apocalyptic made of destruction. Be sure we could use a nice strong man to accompany us, you know. Okay, let's go see what these noises are. I'm curious too. You should probably go in our class armor, just in case. Of course, thank you, Takumi. I'll blow you a thank you kiss too. Now go grab your gear and get in the ring. We transformed and set out into the night. A light rain was falling outside, giving the school a damp, dingy feel. We've been looking for a while now, but I don't see anything strange. Me neither. Maybe I was just hearing things. Don't let your guard down yet, Nozomi. What if some prowler emerges from the shadows and suplexes you from behind? Okay, I'll be careful. Let's take one more look around before we call it a night. Sounds good. We can't get killers now. It looked like our little investigation was going to end without turning up anything noteworthy. But just as I was beginning to relax... Uh-oh. Huh? Where did Moko go? That's weird. She was right behind me a second ago. Wasn't sure how or when it happened, but Nozomi and I had gotten separated from Moko. I could have sworn she was still with us when we turned that last corner. Moko, where are you? She's not answering. You don't think something happened to her, do you? Maybe she just went to the bathroom. I'll go check. I should probably go with you. No, we need to prioritize finding her. Let's split up. We'll cover more ground that way. Don't worry, it's right near here. We'll meet back here in a little while. Hey, Nozomi! Before I could stop her, Nozomi ran off toward the nearest girl's bathroom. I considered following her, but she was right. Finding Moko was what came first. She couldn't have gone far. I began retracing my steps, calling Moko's name as I went, but there was no sign of her anywhere. Could she have gone outside? Doesn't seem likely, but I'll check just in case. Whoa, the rain's gotten heavier. I didn't think about stopping to grab an umbrella or anything. After a few seconds, I was completely drenched. The rain also made it hard to make out my surroundings very well. Hey Moko, if you're out here, answer me! No response. That means she's still inside, right? I should head back for now. I don't want to leave Nozomi alone for too long. Not to mention, standing in the rain is making me cold. I need to get back inside real soon. Uh-oh. A scream? Was that Nozomi? The sudden cry rang through the night. It had definitely come from the inside of school. Whatever that was, it can't be good. I have to hurry. I ran back into the school and headed in the direction the scream had come from. That is the first time I've seen him in his class armor inside the school. That's cool. It's cool. I'm sorry. I know we should be looking for Nozomi, but we haven't actually seen this before. We haven't actually seen Takumi's 3D model in the school like this before in his class armor. It's pretty cool. All right. Now here, the voice came from the opposite direction. There she is. Nozomi, are you okay? Takumi, you have to help. It's the killer. The killer. Don't tell me they showed up again.
They did. And they killed Moko.
Oh no. What? And now they're after me. What are we gonna do? We have to get Moko to the infirmary before it's too late. Okay, just stay calm. Take me to where Moko is. Alright, come on, this way. The killer got Moko? This can't be happening, can it? Nozomi led me to one of the classrooms on the first floor. I opened the door but took a step back in terror when I saw what was inside.
No way. It can't be.
Oh my god. Moko lay motionless on the floor, surrounded by an ocean of blood. Her body was torn to shreds, just like Ava's had been. No longer breathing, no longer moving, her body was just a giant slab of meat.
Come on, Takumi! We have to get Moko to the Revive-O-Matic!
Right. Here, we'll carry her together.
We crouched down beside Moko. Her body was still warm, and soon our hands were covered in her blood. So much blood. Would Revival Magic even work on her anymore? We still have to try. Hold on. Moko. We're taking you to the infirmary. Let's hoist her up. 1, 2, 3. But just as we were about to get moving. Uh-oh. Footsteps. Somebody's coming this way. Nozomi noticed them too. She glanced down the hallway, a look of abject horror on her face. Takumi. I'll go see who it is. You stay here. But if things get dangerous, run. Focus on staying alive, understand? Infuser in hand, I slowly crept down the hallway the footsteps are coming from. Huh? There's no one here. The footsteps I'd heard before had stopped, leaving a deathly silence in their place. Did I just imagine them? No, Nozomi heard them too. Jesus. All of a sudden, the killer was there, black suit and power saw included. How did they get the power saw back? Never mind that, I have to do something. You! How dare you do that to Moko! I found myself raising my infuser and swinging it viciously at the killer. What? But the knife bounced right off the suit. The recoil sending me staggering back. My hemo-anima attacks aren't working. Then what am I supposed to do? Takumi! Nozomi, don't come any closer! Get out of here! I can't just abandon you. I'll fight too. It's no good. Hemo-anima won't work on them. We have to run. What? But... Come on, this way. Oh my god! 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 She's actually... Oh my god! Oh my god! I wasn't expecting that. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What am I supposed to do? 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 Okay, we're getting away. But oh my gosh! Okay, that's scary. That is freaking scary. Whew. Oh. Oh my gosh! He's still chasing us. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! He is literally right there. He is right there. Come on! We can't go any faster! No! Run! We haven't done this in a while. Last time we did this was with the invaders, when the invaders took over. Alright. Oh my god! Okay. Whew. It's no good. I can't run anymore. Takumi. Nozomi was still glancing around nervously. I could see her trembling. Don't worry. It's all going to be okay. I'll think of something. I was doing my best to sound confident, but on the inside I was already choking on my own despair. If hemo-anima attacks won't affect the killer, am I going to have to tackle them and try to steal the power saw again? Oh no, they found us. What do we do? Where can we go? We'll have to head outside. Nozomi and I ran toward the nearest window, but then...
Damn it! We're too late!
Oh man, this is scary, dude. The killer steadily advanced toward us, never saying a word, but brandishing their power saw the whole time. It's hopeless. If we don't do something, we're dead. Even if we escape out the window, this is the 3rd floor. Can I get both of us to get to the ground safely? Oh no. Oh, another choice here. I need to make a choice here, and fast. What do I do? Oh no, okay. Take action. Okay, I feel like if we jump out the window, we're not gonna be able to survive. Both of us are not gonna be able to survive because Takumi jumped out the window before, and he was fine. But like having to protect both of them, trying to land safely, I feel like that's gonna be a lot more difficult. But if we dodge the attack, I feel like if we do that, somebody's gonna get killed. I think either way, one of us is going to get killed here. And okay, this is actually kind of tough. I guess let's try dodging the attack first. Maybe. Please don't kill Nozomi. We have to dodge this attack first.
Nozomi, stand back!
Takumi!
I steeled myself and braced to face the killer. Going up against the power saw barehanded meant the odds were against me, but I still had to try. Okay, what did this do? Okay, so it just splits into two different paths. Okay, so there's no like right choice here. It just splits into two. All right. Oh, Moko's actually dead. Yeah, we weren't able to revive her. I punched the killer in the face with a tightly clenched fist. The killer recoiled for a moment, but quickly recovered and swung the power saw at me. Watch out, Takumi! Ugh. I evaded the attack at the very last minute. The power saw struck the wall and the momentum making a deep cut in it. Stay down! I immediately struck back, but with the power saw in the way, my punches couldn't land properly. Damn it! After some hustling against the killer, I found myself back against the window. I refused to go without a fight, and decided to try a final suicide attack. I faced the killer, fully prepared to die with my next move. However... No. No. Do not tell me Nozomi's about to die. Do not tell me Nozomi is about to die. No. The killer took advantage of that brief moment of hesitation to kick me violently in the stomach. I was forced to my knees by the intense pain holding my stomach. Takumi! Stay back, Nozomi! I tried to get to my feet and stop Nozomi from coming closer. But the killer was faster, swinging the power saw in my direction before I could do anything.
No!
Is this the end?
What?
The final impact never came. I glanced at the killer and saw that they had stopped just short of slicing off my head.
You... Why?
I wanted to ask why they had stopped, but just then...
Get away from Takumi!
Nozomi? Nozomi slipped around beyond the killer's back without either of us noticing. The next moment, she kicked the killer with all of her might. Oh, heck yeah, Nozomi. Hell yeah. The killer was sent crashing through the window and tumbled outside. The power saw spun through the rainy night air and slowly fell. Soon after... Ooh. I bet... Ooh, that's kind of scary. The power saw probably cut his head off or something. We heard the dull and eerie sound of it striking something soft and tearing... that gave me the heebie-jeebies. Right through it. We immediately ran to where the killer had fallen, where a shocking sight awaited us. Ugh. The squashed and motionless body of the killer lay mired in a pool of their own gushing blood. The power saw was deeply embedded in their upper body.
The engine stopped. Probably because it went right through the body and got stuck in the ground.
Is the killer dead?
I don't know, but... by the looks of it...
No, they're not dead. Because remember, when we read the book, it mentioned something about even though he would always somehow come back, you know? Right? Am I remembering that right? Because I remember when we read the book, it was like, oh, but he always ends up coming back somehow. I don't know. I don't know. I cautiously reached out for the killer's helmet and pulled it off. What? It was a familiar face that greeted us beneath the mask.
Yukamu?
He was already dead, but his eyes were still wide open. Having lost this much blood, it was unlikely he'd be able to bring him back. Oh shit, dude. So, how is this gonna work, man? I don't know, dude.
Yukamu? But why? Why did he kill Moko?
As Zombie broke down next to me, I kept on staring at Yama's remains in astonishment. Shock and confusion had paralyzed my mind. I could only register my body becoming heavier and heavier as my clothes soaked up the falling rain. The others had woken up from the commotion and arrived at the scene, only to be confronted by the grisly sight of Moko and Yugama's dead bodies. No one knew what to think. I barely managed to explain what had happened. We split up to carry the bodies to the morgue and decided to call it a day there and then. Oh man, bro. Where is this going? Ow. My head hurts. I woke up with a sluggish body and pounding a headache. I had gone to sleep cold all over from being soaked in the rain, and it hadn't done me any good. Don't want to do anything today. The only images in my mind were of the murdered Moko and the killer's true identity. My mind was faring worse than my body.
I just don't want to think.
I pulled the blanket over my head and completely shut down. Praying hard that everything would turn out to be a bad dream, I spent the whole day curled up in bed. That was how the curtain fell on my 43rd day at Last Defense Academy. Oh man, dude. I don't know where this is going, man. I don't know where this is going. Already morning. I sighed deeply after being woken up by the usual morning announcement. It wasn't a dream. The events of the night before replayed in my mind vividly. My body had recovered because I slept through the whole of yesterday, but my mind remained in a daze. I should go show my face at the cafeteria at least. I got up from bed and started getting ready to go see the others. Takumi, how are you feeling? Sorry, I was really down yesterday, but I'm strong enough to move around now. It's all fine and dandy, but it feels like none of us got much sleep last night, huh? Well, duh, how can we just get over the fact that Yugama killed Moko? Gaku! I mean... The shock is real. The killer was Mr. Omakage all along, huh? Tsubasa, what's the current life sign total? Let's see, it says 13. There's 2 less after losing Moko and Yugama, so it seems to be working correctly. You should always patch out early bugs before you get review bombed. What does it matter? Nothing can bring Moko back now. Kurata's words made my chest tighten. I knew how everyone felt, of course. For them, this was the first time one of our friends had died. You might not believe me, but none of this happened in my future.
I was so determined to save everyone this time. But I couldn't protect Moko. I'm sorry.
Stop trying to shoulder everything yourself. You just become a sitting duck for the enemy. Indeed, let's instead honor Lady Moko's memory by defeating these dastardly invaders. So saith the Holy Jumanji Sword. That's right, Mrs. Sumino. Your time-traveling hijinks don't even come into play here. You should probably put the matter of whether we believe Takumi or not aside for the sake of unity. You guys. You see, now stop wasting your energy on sad vibes and start figuring out how to keep us alive, you pathetic peon. Right. I'm feeling better now. I'll be fine to fight too. I'm going to see Moko. I need to say my proper goodbyes. Then I'll go with you. I haven't done that yet myself. In that case, I shall accompany you as well. I was a little surprised that Kurata was being so nice. She was probably worried about us in her own way. After all, Nozomi's virtue will be in danger if I get a deviant. If I let a deviant like you go anywhere with her. I can already see it. You were thinking that you'd be tended to comfort her and just casually brush your hand across her private parts, weren't you? Scratch that. I didn't even have the strength to rebut her ridiculous accusations anymore. That was how Nozomi, Kurata, and I ended up heading to the morgue together. Man, dude. The air in the morgue was chilly. There were 4 bodies laid out there. Eito, Eva, Moko, and Yugama. Each body had been covered with a sheet, so we couldn't tell at a glance who was who. Moko, thank you for everything. After mumbling that, Nozomi put her hands together and offered a silent prayer. I put my hands together for Moko as well. When I opened my eyes, I inadvertently met Nozomi's gaze. What do you suppose Yugama was thinking? Did he really hate us that much? I don't know. And now, we'll never be able to ask. Yugama's twisted nature had been clear as day ever since our first meeting at second to last Defense Academy. Perhaps this perversion simply kept escalating to the point where he killed Moko, that carnal beast. There's still a lot about Yugamo that... There's still a lot about what Yugamo did that doesn't make sense to me. But he was a professional killer with an impulse to kill. Maybe that's why he killed Ava and attacked Hideko and Takumi? Save your brain cells. You saw with your own eyes the killer was Yugamo. Are you doubting that now? Sorry, you're right. It's over. Well then, if we're quite done here, we should leave before the deviant starts getting any ideas. Can you stop pushing that characterization onto me? Yugamo's motives and actions were still a mystery to us. There are so many questions left unanswered. But we tactically agreed not to pursue the matter and just move on. Day 45. Day 46. Morning again. Time for another day of activity. First things first, to the cafeteria. We ate our breakfast that morning like any other day. Nobody brought up Yugamo and the mood remained calm throughout.
Huh?
Okay, what should I do today? I thought about my plans for the day while walking down the hallway.
Huh?
Is that Dadami and Gaku? That's an unusual pair. Hey, they're gonna be okay, right? I don't know, man. At least... What? Owl's doing alright? Okay, I'm guessing that's the little thing they grab from the base. At least Owl's doing alright. You're talking between just the two of them, but something seemed off.
Huh?
Hey, what are you guys up to? Whoa! Yeah, it's only you, Takumi. Couldn't you have just said hi like a normal person? I think that was pretty normal. Anyway, we're not up to anything, okay? All good. Bye. Yeah. I think this is the first time we've seen that portrait. They hastily left the scene swiftly, what? Scene without explaining anything. Huh. It's really weird. Not that it matters, I guess. Nothing much else happened after that. Day 46 drew to an uneventful close. Oh.
Get ready for your 47th day of active diving!
Prepare to spend another day enjoying the
Yeah, I've seen that. This saves before. What the? That wasn't normal. Did the announcement bug out? And why do I feel so hazy? Felt like a thick fog had covered my mind. My body grew lighter and lighter. I feel like going back to sleep. What is it? I was brought back to the land of the living by the unrelenting ringing of my doorbell. That was a close one. I almost went out like a light. I hurried over to open the door. Takumi, good. You're still safe. Hideko, what happened? What do you mean it's safe? No time to explain. Use these to plug your ears for now. Hurry. Huh? Earplugs? Without knowing why, I inserted the earplugs Hideko handed me. Then she pulled out a notepad, scratched something down, and showed it to me. We're under attack from an enemy who uses special sound frequencies to create illusions. What? So the announcement just now... Oh, you can't hear me. Give me a sec. I borrowed the pen and notepad from Hideko and hurriedly wrote out a message. What about everybody else? We'll go help them now. Just then, the alarm sounded. Hideko was right. We were under attack. Let's go, Hideko. She read the movement of my lips and nodded firmly. We split up to tell everyone about the situation and how to deal with it. Fortunately, no one had been completely entranced by the illusions yet. Because our ears were plugged, we were in the strange situation of needing to coordinate an attack without being able to hear each other. Alright, here we go again. Battle number 2 of the episode. And now we have 2 less people. I don't know if this is the new one or not. We might have seen this one already. I'm not too sure. He went on time and brought her back. His commander wasn't able to return back time so smoothly before. He must have powered up too. What an annoying ability. We'll have to defeat him first. Okay. Doesn't matter because we're skipping anyway, so. Oh, cool. We're actually getting it this time. Guess it doesn't really matter who I give it to at this point. We'll give the first one to Hideko, why not?
Let me do it. Exquisite.
We haven't seen that Hideko portion in a while. Alrighty, for the second one, I think we'll give the second one to Kako. Why not? We're not really fighting many battles anymore. Like, let's be honest. Like, we're just like going through the motions at this point. So we'll give this one to Kako.
Can I really do it? This is how it has to be.
But yeah, like at this point, of the game, we're kind of just like going through the battles, like without having to actually fight them. I feel like there's not gonna be many battles for us to actually fight. I feel like we're just gonna be able to skip most of them. So it doesn't even matter who we give the kills to. Yeah, we freaking won! Keep it down, you broke boy. Voice is even more grating than usual. We fought with our ears plugged the entire time. I know it had to stop the auditory attack, but it was exhausting. Yes, your holy Jumanji sword and I weren't able to hear each other. They made for an agonizing fight. Wait, what? That sword can hear? Why didn't you let me enjoy the illusion? I wanted to see the happiest ending of all, where we all have fun killing each other. Somebody shut this psycho girl up! At any rate, it was Takumi and Hideko's quick thinking that saved us and allowed us to react so quickly. Yeah, your experience of the future really saved us this time. Actually, this wasn't... Oof. Hideko suddenly pinched my arm, cutting off what I was about to say. Does she not want them to know it was her idea? I mean, exactly. I remembered how this commander fought back into my future. Good thing we made it in time. If you remembered, why couldn't you have told us earlier? Maybe then I wouldn't have had to experience the nasty illusion of my dear sister backhanding me when I tried to follow her into the bathroom. That wasn't an illusion. I'm just glad we managed to defend the school. Well, with defending Academy without anybody getting hurt. Yes, it's up to us to fight harder now for Moko. You guys must be tired. Let's all rest up. I'll see you tomorrow. We won the battle and parted ways in a friendly mood. Hideko alone said nothing. She was gazing at the sky and appeared to be thinking deeply about something. How does she know this commander used sound waves to create illusions? Yeah, we still don't even know anything about Hideko. Like, honestly, like, outside of like the bonding events, we don't know anything about Hideko. Like, because Hideko says she's fought before. Has she been through something similar like this? Has she been through something similar before? Because, like, you would think Takumi would remember, but he didn't remember at the time. Because, I mean, we've gone through it before. But, I don't know. I wonder how Hideko knew about that. Was it another one of those secrets she couldn't tell me about? Would she ever take me into her confidence? I went back to my room with my heart feeling weighed down. I was so tired that I fell clean asleep before very long. Day 48. Day 49. Today, as always, I keep doing whatever I could. I couldn't afford to sit around and be idle. I'm so tired. Once I'm back in my room, I'll take a shower or something. As I walked down the hallway after the day's activities, I felt someone approaching. If it isn't Sir Takumi, your reign of terror ends here. Am I the villain now? Anyway, are you heading back to your room too? Indeed, the Holy Jumanji still wishes to play cards tonight. A sword that can play card games? I didn't even know what to say to that. Then I felt something else.
Huh?
What is it? I thought I felt something staring at me for a moment. Do you see anything, Kiyoshika? I did feel a presence now that you mention it, but it was too brief to make out. We looked all around us, but didn't see anything suspicious. Okay, it was probably just our imagination. We should get back soon. We were right next to the morgue, and I didn't feel like lingering around there at night. Kiyoshika and I headed to the roof together and went to our own rooms. Day 49 of my school life flew by, just like that. Day 50. It was day 50, technically the halfway point, but it felt like we still had a really long way to go. For now, I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. When I reached the cafeteria, everyone else was there too, having breakfast. Despite what the announcement said, the courtyard was already unlocked a long time ago. And where's the present he promised to give us? Are you saying there's no gift? No, everyone is lies. Everything is lies. Everything is lies. Any gift from a piece of scrap metal like that wouldn't be worth a second glance anyway. Darn it, not getting any something we were supposed to get makes me feel like I've lost out. Can't we at least get a better breakfast than usual? You can use the rational-matic for that. I'm not talking about the actual food, more like the vibe, you know? So, a breakfast party. You're the type of party animal with an idealized image of Christmas, aren't you? You say anything about Christmas? And even if it was, what's wrong with that? I grew up dirt poor and never got to enjoy any special events before. Party people of the world should just drop dead, but parties themselves should live on forever. Such a classy move for someone to die at a party during a blackout. No need to carry on, please. Moko just died. You should really just show some respect and reign in your killing game fantasies for a while. How long are you peons going to stay dark and gloomy first? For it's getting too moldy in here for my noble olfactory senses. You really think Moko would want us tiptoeing around her death like a bunch of gawky gorillas in a minefield? Excuse me? Watch who you're calling gawky, tomato head. So the gorilla part gets a pass? She's right though. Moko always hated it when the mood got too somber. Verily, Lady Moko was the epitome of good cheer, always putting me in a sleeper choke with the brightest smile on her face. It doesn't sound cheery at all. What I'm trying to say is, Moko would be happier to see us having fun throwing loud parties instead of moping around. In that case, we should definitely do it. Does everyone agree? Yeah, I don't see why not. Not that murderer Yugami ain't around anymore. If that's what the team leader wants. A party would be nice for a change. Then without further ado, let us party the day away. You don't have to tell me twice. I'll go get everything ready. One thing led to another, and before we knew it, we decided to throw a party that night to celebrate making it day 50. We weren't going to do anything special, just eat whatever we could to get the rational-matic to spit out. We busied ourselves with the decorating and other preparations, and the time for the party soon arrived. Hey! Wow, this is unexpectedly nice. The fruits of our combined labor, even the Holy Jumanji sword approves. We went all out since we're doing this to celebrate Moko's memory. Pretty nice, huh? Don't be shy, everyone. Eat as much as you want. Gaku directed the food preparations. I helped. My dear sister canopies are to die for. There's also some chocolate kimchi, fish roe custard, and liver sauce chini whipped cream. Are you sure they're not penalties for losing a bet? The menu makes it clear this is a party for the unwashed masses, but I suppose I could lower myself once in a while. You do at least have caviar, yes? Wine goes well with caviar. Unfortunately, this place isn't stuck with alcohol. Of course not. What if there were an attack? I thought you were supposed to be a model student around here. Can we get this party started already? The food's gonna get cold. Has anyone seen the party poppers? I thought we made some earlier. Oh, sorry. We did make some using the gift-o-matic, but I forgot to take them out of the machine. By way of apology, please put my useless body in a can and blow me up as dirty fireworks instead. There's no need for that. I'll go get them. You said you left them in the gift-o-matic, right? What? But Takumi. Don't worry about it, Shoma. Just stay here and have some fun, okay? The gift-o-matic's in the rec room. That's on the 3rd floor. Alrighty. I think this is probably a good place to end things here for now. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and continue on forwards, head to the rec room, pick up the things we need to pick up, and then move forward with our little party we're about to have. But I feel like this party's going to end in some tragedy. I don't know why. It's just a feeling I have. So this might be a shorter episode. I'm not absolutely positive, but if you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Become a Royalty today. We'd love to have you in our community. Anyways, guys, thank y'all so very much for watching, and I can't wait to see y'all in the next episode. See y'all then.